With Dee Dee said it, bringing you another dumb one. Brace yourself. He's 24 and a dating coach. What makes this little boy feel men should leave a woman if they don't have sex by the second date or on the second date? I got to get to the bottom of this. This video seems to be 1 hour, 1 minute and 58 seconds long. It won't be that long. I can assure you of that.
I'm 24.
20. Okay, you old enough. Young, you want me to call you Young?
You call me YND.
YND is your name?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a content creator, so I go by YND.
Okay, YND, you're 24. Where you calling me from, babe?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. How old are you?
24 years old.
He just said
24. That. What do you do for a living?
I'm a technical recruiter, but the main things I really do is content creation. So I'm a dating coach on YouTube.
Okay, so you're a dating coach. So are you here to find somebody? Because I'm not here to help you promote.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here to find somebody. It's not for promotion.
So if you're a dating coach, I would assume you would already have people, no?
It's easy to find. Yeah, it's easy to find women. Very easy to find women. It's just the type of woman I'm looking for. That's where it's kind of difficult with the lifestyle of being a content creator and filming and stuff like that.
So what do you do as a dating coach then?
What do you mean?
Exactly what I asked. What do you do as a dating coach?
I'm teaching guys how to date.
Oh, you're teaching men. You're teaching the men. Okay,
yeah. So I'm kind of like, I done took over kind of like the, the red pill type of stuff. I'm not red pill, but I done kind of took over like the dating scene, basically. So I'm teaching guys how to date successfully because it's easy for me in a lot of regards. But when it comes to like finding a specific type of woman that I'm looking for, when it comes to, because right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build with somebody when it comes to content creation. So I'm kind of looking for somebody that's on the same page as me, like into content, filming. And that's what gets real difficult because a lot of women.
What the hell is this bobblehead, Spike Lee hair talking about? He's all over the place. Guys, women, y'all want to see me cut up? You're about to see it. Now I'm going to try to let this play, but he started off wrong. He being wrong, and he just ain't right nowhere for me, nowhere. I mean, he's a content creator. He's a dating coach at the age of 24. He's a red and black pill something. He's trying to teach men how to do something. He's looking for a woman to do this, that, and the other. I don't know what kind of zorm I'm in right now, but I can tell you this. I'm going to exit the building real quick because I need this young boy to come talk to me. He on the wrong channel. In this video, it's far too long for me to chop it up in pieces. If you
just don't understand that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying?
So I want to be clear. You're not here for promotion. You're here to truly find somebody.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So YND 24, Cincinnati, Ohio. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo.
A Leo. You just spoke it in volumes. Do y'all want me to talk about a Leo, or do y'all want to listen to this video? Because I'm going to tell you. You come to me with your zodiac sign. You come to me with you. I promise you, I'm going to tell you about you. I'm looking at you, buddy. Something isn't right. You're on the wrong channel. Come talk to me.
Any kids?
No.
No kids. And I'm assuming you've never been married, right?
No, I've been married.
Oh, you have been married. When did you get divorced?
2023, so a year ago. Some change.
How long was you married for?
It was about 3 years, so I like to say 2.5 to 3 years running.
So you got married at what, 21?
But no, I was 20.
Okay, you have no kids, correct?
No kids.
So why'd you get married so early?
I just thought it was right, at the time. Just do what you think is right.
So why'd you get divorced?
Didn't see eye to eye on some things. I like to do things my way. And
you like to do things your way, a typical Leo. This guy right here, he's on this KENDRA G app for a totally different reason.
Her family was like overly involved, and I had some family members I was trying to be overly involved as well. So
yeah, they were being overly involved because you're a slick one. They probably being overly involved. Something isn't right about this guy. Hey, listen, I can't let this one play through without jumping in. I'm gonna be honest with you. Move to the next channel because we don't want to hear him like that.
And It's just I can't be controlled, so I was like, I don't like ultimatums and things
You
like that.
can't be controlling. You don't like ultimatums. Ladies, he's looking for a passive woman that he can control and tell what to do. This is one of the ones that's looking for a submissive woman, but he's not a submissive cat. So a strong woman like you and I, if you're watching, you're not from him, for him.
So I said, yeah, we're done with this.
Okay. You know you got some paid questions, child. Dehande said, you still got Similac on your lips. How the hell you gonna teach someone how to date?
Is he? That's a real question?
That's a real question.
Oh man, look, whoever that is, tell your girl to hit me up and I'll show you.
But if you're that much of a man and you're a dating coach, you should have been able to answer that question in a professional manner. Not be sarcastic and sardine about it. You should have been very positive and answered that question, because you're acting like you're strong in your thoughts, strong in your views, and you're strong as a 24-year-old dating coach. So why didn't you answer that question in a more mature way? You do have Similac around your mouth, or is it Infamil? Yeah, you don't want to smoke. You don't want a grown person. What you want is the right type of little girl and the right type of weak ass grown woman.
Tell his girl to hit you up?
Yeah, whatever girl he crushing on, he could tell her to hit me up. And
We don't understand crushing on. Be mature.
I'll show him how I can teach him how to date.
Okay, so whatever girl you want, he said, send her his way.
Yeah.
And he will tell you
And
how.
I'll show him how it's done.
Okay, all right, well, let me get more into your business.
This is a flat mango head nympho. I would love to talk to him. And when I talk to him, I'll control the dial button, because he's the type of man. This is a true weak ass narcissist. And when I say weak, I put all voices on it. Weak.
YND 24, Cincinnati, Ohio, is a Leo, no kids, was once married, is an online creator and a dating coach. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Weak, passive, vulnerable, allows a person to control them, don't have a mouth, don't have a backbone, don't have a voice, and look for him to also dress you and also be prepared to tell him when your monthly comes on. Anything else?
Phew, it's a long list. I'll say, just to start, keep it simple, I'll say submissive and cooperative. That's that.
Didn't I just tell y'all that? Y'all better listen to me. I'm not the one when it comes to this. Don't let me fool you.
Like the big thing.
So you're not finding that along your dating journey?
I find it in different aspects, but not exactly what I'm looking for with what my life.
See what he's looking for, the lifestyle that he's looking for. He's looking, see, listen, let me explain to you. A true narcissist, what they do. See, the type of woman that he's looking for is not necessarily weak. See, because a weak woman for him is not challenging. He could boss her around and he could tell her what to do. See, what he's looking for is looking for me. He's looking for a woman like me. And no, Boo Bear. You're not strong enough for me. You better know that. But what he's looking for a true narcissist breaks down the strong. See, if he could find him a strong black woman and then start manipulating her mentally, he'll manipulate her mentally, physically, emotionally, and everything else. He run it. But she still have a certain type of power, but he also knows that he can manipulate that particular power. So guess what? I'll give you my recommendations about him at the end of this, because I can tell you right now off the rip, the women that are on Kendra G's app, it's not for him. They're too weak. They're too vulnerable. They're too giving. They're too less understanding. And then understanding, that's not what he's looking for. See, what he's looking for. See, when you go over and you flip it over to the Kevin Samuels side of things, you notice all the women that Kevin Samuels brought on the show, they really were strong women. They were strong women that had their stuff together. There may have been some on there that didn't, but for the most part, the weak women mostly come from the Kendra G's app. The stronger women would have came from, if there was an app or anything, on the Kevin Samuel side of it. That's where the real women would have came from. And those are the type of women that he's looking for. Kendra G, your app recommendation, it's a bummer when it comes to this bomb.
Brings, which is different than a lot of people, right, doing this like content stuff and, you know, filming. So, yeah.
Because you want her to be submissive, cooperative, and also a business partner. Like, you want your relationship to be, like, you want an internet relationship, basically?
Nah.
Somewhat, yeah, somewhat.
No, you don't. You don't want an internet. This dumbass don't want no damn internet relationship. He want a woman that will get on the internet with him. See, an internet relationship is a relationship where we just only deal on the internet side. That's not the type of submissive he looking for. He looking for physical submissive, and then I need you to be on the internet as I want you there. That's what he's looking for. He's a controlling tongue.
And at the very least, I'm open to different, you know what I'm saying, versions, but I'll say this. She at least got to be okay with what I do. So what I found basically was, before I was a dating coach, dating was easy. Once I became one, and then I'm telling women that, and they see what I do, and then on my channel, like, I bring girls on there, that's where the problem comes in. A lot of women have a hard time.
Ooh, what is his dating channel, Lord? Would you please, hey, would you send it to me? I wonder what his channel is. She did say his name. I'll give my recommendations on your channel. Somebody put it in the description what his dating channel name is. Send it to me.
Separating the business aspect of what I do from real life. You get what I'm saying?
So what he's looking for, ladies and gentlemen, he's looking for a stronger type of woman. Smart. Methodical. Let me tell you the type of women that run down that road. Capricorn. Virgo, stand up. Sagittarius, I'll throw you in there. Gemini, you might be a little bit combative, a little bit difficult, a little bit too mouthy for him. Might not be for you. The real woman that's going to take him down, he needs someone like himself, a Leo. Boom, they're going to clash. But that's going to keep him on his toes. See, somebody like Kodak Black, if you notice, they're out of control. They need to be tamed. You got to rope their ass and put the noose. And when you take that noose, you got to tie it so goddamn tight. You see them curls he got in his head? They'll lay down just like they supposed to. Certain ones of y'all, you're not going to be built for him. I'm not being funny. I'm not being judgmental. I'm being honest with you. If you don't like it, toot-toot. This is my category right here. This is when I get real. At the end of the day, it's going to take a special one for him. Because see, this type of untamed animal and beast, you got to know how to play his game in a more methodical way. I mean, and a lot of women these days don't want to be methodical. Why? Because they can't be methodical. Because they too busy worrying about who get poked and joked and all of that type of stuff. See, poking, you get poked in the end with me. Why? Because I'm more mental. You want to stimulate the half of the women that's like me, you got to start here first. That's what he's looking for. See, when you get a person here first, you get to control them. You get to tell them what to do because that's where it starts at. That's what he's looking for. He's a 24-year-old smart-ass dummy. Why? Because he didn't run into the right train for him to realize he just got wrecked. Women, y'all can run up on him if y'all want to, but when you run up on him, he's going to hit and split. But the right one that come along, he's going to chase the cat. Chase the cat. Chase the cat. Chase the cat. Chase the cat.
That's like the main problem.
I want to jump in because some people are saying I never claim to be a dating coach. So just FYI, I don't claim to be a dating coach.
Kendra, we don't know you. Listen, girl, you don't plan to be a dating coach. You don't plan to be a coach. You don't plan to be a dater. You don't plan to be married. You don't plan to be a girlfriend. You plan to do your app and let the people run on your app the way they're supposed to run on your app. Because I can guarantee you right now, you have reservations about him being on your app. I know you do.
I claim to be a dating expert or relationship expert. I have said this 10,000 times on my show. I'm a journalist that created a dating show to allow people. Now, I've been doing my show for almost 5 years. So after talking to more than 10,000 people for 5 years, you can share data and information. I do that at times, but I don't claim to be a
data don't give you the answer, girl. Can you move on? You're talking too long, too fast, and we don't want to hear you. Get to the boy.
Coach, for those that are trying to say that's what I do. No, I give single people an opportunity to come on my platform to expose themselves to the World Wide Web of the people that follow me and a chance for them to meet somebody Will I get feedback at times? Absolutely. Because like I just said, you hear so much in the 5 years of hosting this show. So let's be clear. Now back to you. Okay, I just wanted to add that in there. All right, so what are your deals?
Y'all, she wanted to clear the page that she really shouldn't be involved in this conversation. That's why I'm here.
Uncooperation. If you crazy, too many mental health issues.
What are some, give me some examples of crazy girls you've run.
Anybody that don't get him mentally, anybody that cannot mentally stand up with him, anybody that does not know how to be on that type of level, anybody that don't know how to take their elbow and back his ass up, but do it nice, calm, and slowly, and then guess what? You got to pat his back a little bit. You got to be soft. You got to be sweet. You got to be a honeysuckle when you deal with a knucklehead like this. Because if you don't, you're not the one in the running. You're not the one in the category. And I can almost guarantee you, y'all talk about grown women, 40 and 50. There's not a young girl on his age that will be able to relate to him. I guarantee you, he need to be sat down like a boy. Hey, he need to be sat down like a boy. A tomboy, that is. You ever heard of a tomcat? You know how they run through the woods? But when they get hungry, they got to come back out. See, he's a tomcat. He's not controlled. Somebody have let him off the leash. He's not gonna, listen, Kendra's app is not for him. He need a more mature, methodical type woman. Virgo, Capricorn first, Virgo. Leo, Sagittarius, you got to be on them end months for him. Gemini, y'all too much. Pisces, no. Lying tongues, he gonna catch you in a lie just like that. Pisces, you tell too many lies. You too, Gemini. Y'all know y'all tell white lies and black lies. You don't like what I'm saying? This is my category right here.
Yeah, so like for me, like after I lay it down, a lot of times, like not a lot of times, but sometimes, like some of the girls, like they done popped up at my house, like unexpected. That's like crazy.
He want a woman that play hard to get. You got to know how to play hard to get with him. You can't be too soft. You can't be too vulnerable. You can't be too warny. You can't even be too controlling, really. You're going to be controlling. See, if you ladies listen to me, I will tell you how you could take that beast, tame him, train him, and sit him in the goddamn cage. And when you get ready to let him out, flick the key to him and watch how he give it back when he need to go back in. Y'all better not play with me. Hey, don't let me fool you.
Calling my mama, calling family members and stuff.
Childish.
You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff, nah, that's crazy. Can't.
He need a grown woman. See, this is where Kevin Samuels told you guys, oh no, and these others, oh, a man don't want a woman who's in her 40s and 50s. No, what a real man want is a mature woman that get them. See, and one thing about this little knucklehead right here, I guarantee you, he don't want a woman where he have to keep repeating himself. He not only want to have to not keep repeating himself, he wants you to figure out what his next words are. Because if you want me to be honest with you, he say he a Leo, but I can assure you he's running along the line of a Virgo and a Scorpio. He's between a whole nother sign. A Leo could keep up with him, but not like that. The only way a Leo gonna keep up with him, a Leo would keep up with him because a Leo is tough. But they're gonna battle too much, and one of them gonna have to give up. And instead of both of them giving up, they're gonna walk away from each other. See, he's looking for someone that know how to balance him. In order to be able to balance him, you got to be able to tell him when to, tell him not to, with your mouth closed.
Can't be like that.
I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of my cousins, that's my followers, they think that you're clout chasing and just trying to promote.
No, he not. No, he not. He's not clout chasing. He's not clout chasing because he's done tapped into the industry where he have, I don't know where he get the code from, but he got the code of control. He's not clout. At first I thought he was. He's not clout chasing. It's almost like the young lady that I'm getting ready to post that was on here also. She was a Virgo. And I'm going to tell you, boom, you got a couple there. Because I told her on there, she's not going to find her mate on the Kendra G show. My recommendation before it's even over, you off the show. The only way you be on this show is another young lady that was just on here. And they called her drunk. That young lady wasn't drunk. She had so much sense until they didn't even recognize it. He's not chasing clout. He's chasing what he's really looking for.
I believe everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I can see why they would think that.
But that's not the truth.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
Okay. Should the girl look a certain way?
Yeah, for sure. for sure.
He likes sexy, but it's a different type of sexy. What will be sexy for him? I'm gonna tell you, he is such a person to where he might even think sexy is a woman with braces on. I'm not being funny. A woman that seems to be weird, because what's weird to a lot of people, which is 90% of people, is not weird to that right person. It's not weird to a wrong person. It's not weird to a person that's controlling like that. He is looking for something that the normal eyes don't see. He's looking for someone that's unique. He's looking for someone that's genuine. He's honestly looking for someone that got his back. He's looking for someone that can hold him down. The problem with it is the way he's coming off. It comes off intimidating. It comes off scary. You see how normal he is? He's not really a person that dress either. But see what he like? He want a classy, sexy, sassy woman. He wants you to be sexy and sassy to guess what? You know you are, but you don't have to say it. He wants you to walk with, sometimes when you talk to him, throw your head back like that and say, well, you finish it yourself. I'm out. He want that. Trust me, y'all don't know me. I'm telling you. He's a plain guy, but he's looking for someone special. That special person, not on the Kendra G show for him.
I'm big on, I like thick women. Like the last woman that was on here, I like how she looked, but it ain't got to be just like that. I'm kind of open. My predominant preference, I would say, is black women for sure.
Okay.
Typical. People will look at him and think that he like the white girly type. No. You will look at him and think he like the skinny type. No. You will even look at him and think he like the high yellow type. No. He like the Dee Dee type. He like that type that give him a challenge. He like that type that like to talk loud. He like that talk that like that type that like to tone it down. He like that type that like to say, damn, what's she up to now? Oh, I called her and she ain't called back. See, you got to learn how to turn the tables on them. But see, I'm going to stop doing all that talking right now because this is my scene. And ladies, y'all want to learn how to get him? I bet you I could tell you.
I'm about 6 feet, so it kind of don't matter most of the time, like the women's height. I do prefer natural looks, though, like natural hair and stuff. It's really the main thing. Straight teeth. You got straight teeth. I love fingernails. Like getting your nails done like the right way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling y'all,
that.
sexy. I'm telling you.
That's like the main stuff.
So real quick, I'm just curious.
Kendra, what are you curious about, girl? You shouldn't even be in this conversation. You came to the gunfight. You is dressed right. I like the front of the day, but you don't have no answers for us. And guess what? To be honest with you, your app not gonna work. Bye bye.
Teach the men. Can you say you teach men how to date? So what are the issues that you're finding that men have when it comes to dating?
They don't really know what they want, and they looking for anything because it's a date. And when they go in, they lead on the date by sex. You cannot always lead on the date by sex. Sometimes you got to lead on the date by your mind. You got to lead by your mind. Sometimes you got to sit your heart on the table, but you got to know what you want. You got to come to the gunfight dressed right. You got to come to the gunfight talking right. And a lot of times men come to the table, they come and they be just as confused as the Bone Quita and Kiki Kakas that be on the Kendra G app. That's what his problem. That's what he's basically trying to say. I wish I could speak to him because I know exactly what he's looking for. He's looking for a type of woman that can tell a woman, damn woman, what are you doing? But then in the same breath, she's not really being judgmental. She's really being the type of woman that's showing you how you need to be a woman. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. This is the person that I'm talking about. And the male type of aspect of it, I get him. I get where he's going at. And when he first came on, the problem with it was, hey, thank you, Lord. The problem with it was I judged him. Sometimes you cannot judge people, and I did it, young man. I apologize for it, and I'm apologize in front of everybody that watched this. I get you. You are far too mature. You're almost like the guy Xavier TV. You're far too mature to be where you're at right now. The people that you have in your circle, they're not going to help you because you're in your mind. And a lot of people are not going to be able to help you get out of there because they don't understand what you're going through. Why? Because you're even explaining it wrong right now.
A lot of guys, I mean, a lot of guys is just down bad. I mean, they have a hard time dealing with women's like flakiness. So a lot of women, like, they cancel on dates. A lot of women just use guys for attention and, you know, free dates. If they do go, then they don't.
Wait, are they telling me you're recording? Are you recording?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, continue.
Yeah, and then they, A lot of women. I mean, a lot of women just have a lot of options compared to most men. You know, not me, but a lot of men. So then it's like the women usually have a hard time.
And it seems like he's being arrogant. I seen when Kendra giggled just now. He's not being arrogant. He's really telling the truth, but Kendra don't know how to handle the truth because she ain't the truth. Not when it comes to dating. Like you, love you, Kendra, don't know you, but I'm only saying, and I promise you I'm not judging you either, but some categories have to be off limit. If we want to talk about Gaddy, and Caddy, and Ghetto, and all this Maggie coming on, and all this Chloe talking about you a full woman, then Kendra, that's your line of business and your line of work. But when it comes to real relationship and understanding a person in their heart and what they really want, you're off the table, dear. I'm your big sister for a reason. I need to sit you down at this conversation. So y'all, don't beat me up, but beat me up, because I could take it. You better believe it. I get everything that this young man is saying. He's not going to find it on this app. He's not going to find it on her show. I know y'all want to listen to the rest of this. I will, but I wish I could really speak to him.
You know, this new guy popping up every day. It's a new guy, you know what I'm saying, through dating apps, through social media. So that's usually the problem that a lot of guys is dealing with. It's like they can't get a girl to be consistent with them. That's usually like the biggest issue.
Because they're looking in the wrong places and they're looking at the wrong girls. A lot of times men lead by their penises. And sometimes instead of leading by your penises, you got to leave your penis unhinged in your pants and let it stay soft. Stop getting bucked up and hard because you see a woman walk around with a big booty and some goddamn lashes that'll bat you all the way off the highway. Sometimes you can't lead by that. You got to lead by other things, and that's right here. When you want to get the right woman, you got to start getting them mentally. If y'all want to take a woman and drop her panties before she can open her mouth, ooh, you got to get them here. Where y'all trying to get a woman at, it don't work like that. Matter of fact, keep your money in your pocket until we tell you to pull it out. Y'all need to start paying attention. Women trying to show y'all that the game y'all used to play, it don't work like that anymore. You got to figure out how to do it a different way. Even y'all think these bonquitas don't know no better. Y'all will be sadly mistaken.
Someone made a good point. Do you want the girl that you're trying to date to call you YND?
Nah. And I bet you whoever asked that question didn't even pay attention to the young man that they're looking at. He don't really care about that. He gonna want a little nickname because when they strong like that, they like when you break them down into little kids and little boys and stuff like that. Matter of fact, he wouldn't even mind if you call him a grown boy. Long as it's something that comes off sexy, it comes off like, oh, what she just called me. I'm telling you, you just have to do with Kendra, please. But okay.
Nah.
Then then you should be giving me the name that you want the girl to date you.
You can always tell when a person don't know what else to do or say. And I tell you, every time when men come on this app with Kendra, this woman get just as lame and bobbleheaded as the frontal. I don't get why she never get it, but I'm gonna take that back. I do know why you get it, because this is not your lane, it's not your industry, and it's not your territory. And if the women that are asking these foolery questions, I want you women to do me a favor. Put a check mark by your name, because you're off the list for him. You would not be of interest because you already don't get it mentally of what he's looking for. He's really a grown man in a little boy's body that don't know how to really explain what he want, because he really is the type, he kind of remind me of a Scorpio.
Like, because you're looking for a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So shouldn't she call you by your name?
Why do you care about what a goddamn woman call him? I want you to get to the point of what he's really looking for in a woman. You worried about what name is being called? See, I hate to come to gunfights with people that doesn't talk right. I mean, and this is serious business that we're talking about right now. I hate getting serious in a conversation and a person go to cutting me off and interrupting me by foolish stuff like this. Yes, y'all see, I get very serious when it comes to certain things. And this is a part of my lane right here. I understand what this young man wants. Remember, I'm raised by all men. I'm talking about sexy, good-looking men. All of them over 6'4" and 6'5". And I'm an only girl. I get it. Kendra, get off. Please get off your own show.
Yeah, I mean, my name is D. Yeah, that's my name, D.
Okay, so I'll call you D.
Nice to meet you, D. I'm Dee Dee. Queen, that is.
Okay, so one thing, I was just curious to know how it works. So you're saying men are having a hard time with women being flaky?
Yeah.
So what? So I just want to know a lesson. How do you teach them to? What is your method of fixing that for these guys?
The first thing I hope he's going to say is I teach the guys how to do them first. It's almost like a woman. You can't teach a person how to be someone else or look for someone else if you haven't found your own self. See, what a man have to do, you have to figure out who you are from the inside. The same thing I tried to tell y'all about these women. When you figure out who you are and what you really want, then those avenues of women will start coming to you. But I'm going to let him finish with what he have to say.
A lot of guys, so it's two things. A lot of guys, the women are flaky because they're not direct and concise with what they want from the girl. Like,
boom! Y'all heard me? I just told you. You got to know what you want. How could you get someone else when you're not got? You got to get you first. Y'all think I walk around like this because? No. When you know yourself and you found yourself and can't nobody take that from you, you're going to be seen without talking. I don't have to be around here like Kendra. I don't have to have eyelashes and all that good stuff on. All I got to do is be me. And Kendra is beautiful. Don't take it. This doesn't have, I'm not down to her at all. But this is not Kendra's lane. And like she said it 1,000, 10,000 times. You got to learn how to be you. I'm going to give her her props because on one side of it, she get it. That's why she allowed any type of woman to come on her show. That allows them to be them. But what he's trying to say is with the men, they go and looking for all these women. One of them, the women out of the league for them. The other women ain't even for them. The other women don't even fit their bill. And they just still lurking and splurking because why? They trying to hit. And you cannot lead with your penis. You can't lead like that. So he's the one that I need to see about. Somebody, again, leave in the description who this guy is and what his channel is.
Actually looking for. So that's number one. I try to teach guys to be more direct and concise with their plans and what they're actually looking for with that woman. And then the other thing is just playing a numbers game more. Like a lot of guys are lazy, you know what I'm saying? So they just want to approach like 5 girls. And then when one flake, they want to kind of complain about it. You know what I'm saying? When really you got to, no matter who you are, you got to talk to a lot more women than that. You know what I'm saying?
I can relate to that. Especially if you're looking on dating apps.
Really get something set. So teaching guys to play the numbers game, getting over their fear of rejection, just going out here shooting their shot a lot, just teaching them how to build confidence, stuff like that. And then the other side is being more concise with your words. Like I'm big on having a good mouthpiece and stuff like this, articulation and things.
He's more mental. I told y'all that. Y'all think I read him wrong? Trust me, I'll read you too. Believe me. I'll read you too.
Okay, got you. All right. So the last question I have for you was, should she look a certain way? Should she make a certain amount of money?
He don't really care about you making a certain amount of money. What he care about is you not being just a lazy bum that's always being dependent. And what he want is a type of woman. If he get down, he need to know you got his back. And having his back meaning you got your own type of hustle going on. You are getting up, going to work. He want to see a woman that like to dress good, look nice. He want to see a woman that like to hustle. When I say hustle, get your ass up and go to work. Yes, he will get a woman that go to work in 9 to 5, but I guarantee you, he really like women that are entrepreneurs. He like women that can have something. Why? Because he's an entrepreneur and he's up and coming. And what he's looking for wealth. He's looking for wealth because one thing about it, when you find the right woman or man, y'all gonna make wealth. Y'all gonna be a power couple. He's looking for someone that can be a power couple with him, but also give him his role and his reign, where he can be a man in the midst of it. Because trust me, no matter how hard he trying to talk, he's going to allow you to be a woman, and he will put those guards down. But it has to be the type of woman that's meant for him. You can't come to the damn gunfight and you don't even have a mental right. You can't come to the gunfight and you ain't even dressed right. I don't care if he is in a black t-shirt and some Daisy Duke pants and some damn socks that come to his knees with some bobos on. Long as you look good and you look clean, that's what he's looking for, because he's going to make you look even better. He comes off as very controlling. He comes off as a narcissist, because I damn sure called the one, because he's still a narcissist, don't get me wrong. He's a heavy narcissist. But he's the type of narcissist that can very much be controlled by another narcissist. But that other narcissist have to show him sweetness. You have to show him that you're reputable and that you want something. Even though it's weird that we got to show a man something, but believe it or not, you're not showing the man nothing. The man is looking and hunting for you, and he is one of them.
Nah, she just gotta have something going on. I don't, you know, a lot of guys, they'll be like, I don't care what women is doing. I do. You gotta have something going on.
And I'm gonna be quiet. I'm telling you, I know this guy. He's a Leo, but I promise you, he run more on the line of a Virgo and a Scorpio. He would not relate to many people unless you're someone along the line of a Virgo, someone along the line of a Scorpio. Sagittarius, sometimes you don't make time, and he's an emotional person. He act like he's not emotional, but he's a very emotional person, and he'll run very, very good with the Capricorn. If you too whiny, too crybaby-ish, he's not going to run well with you. Not in the beginning. You have to take his heart and his tongue and his voice first, and then he'll start understanding and feeling your emotions.
Saying in your life, like you got to have some sort of education or working some sort of job, some sort of goals. I don't really care how much you actually making, because I already make enough as is, and we can grow and build from that. But you got to be doing something. That's a red flag. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, these are what the real women, this is what a real woman is looking for. Boy, you're a little too young. This is what real women are looking for. They're looking for strong-built men that want something. They're looking for strong-built men that get it. They're looking for strong-built men that can also show them the path. This is why he's looking for a submissive woman, because you're submissive on one end, but I guarantee you he is too. He come off like he this hard barred, but he's a submissive guy. He's going to be very submissive for the right submissive woman. Again, if anybody know this young man, leave his information in my description. I'm sorry, in the comments.
Nothing going on.
Okay. Could she have kids?
For a relationship?
That's what you're looking for, right?
Okay.
He's very funny about that. One thing about a man like him, you can have kids, but you have over 1 or 2 children, it's going to be a no for him. Not just because of his age, but because of his mentality. And his mentality is, how many kids you got? What the ages of your kids? The reason why that may or may not be a mesh for him, because he's looking to come in somewhere and be able to have a voice and be able to tell people what to do and have them follow and listen to him. And if he feel any kind of threat within you that's going to stop or halter that, you're not going to be a good fit for him. He'll accept your kids only to hit and split. You better believe it.
Making sure, because, you know, I can dibble and dabble, but nah, no kids.
So are you saying that you would date a girl that has kids, but you wouldn't make her, you want to grow into a relationship?
Yeah.
He ain't telling the truth. I mean, he'll take a woman with a kid or 2. Anything more than 2, he's not going to do them.
Okay, so what are you looking for? Are you looking at a date or are you looking for a relationship?
No, I'm here because I'm looking for. I already date. I got a date after this. I'm looking for a relationship. That's why.
You're going on a date after you're done talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're trying to recruit more women to date.
Oh my goodness. Kendra, did you just hear what he said? He's being honest. Don't you like when Bonquita them come on your show and be honest? So he's being honest, telling you a date is not the problem. He can get all the dates he want. You think it's a problem for me to date men? It ain't no damn problem to date no men. It ain't even a problem to get them. The problem is them getting me. Are you kidding me? Are you not listening? See, this is why I have to be this girl's big sister. I got to be her big sister because when the information fall out one ear, it got to touch mine. Because all us can't look the same.
Yeah, because like I told you, the biggest problem that I get now that I'm a content creator and I've been doing this for a year, the biggest problem is when I tell women this and they see it, so they start playing games. Like they try to like outmaneuver me or something because I'm a dating coach, or they feel weird because some of my content, I bring women on there and they have a hard time separating, you see what I'm saying, like the business from what's real. Like they think.
I get it. When I tell you I get it, and I definitely understand it. I get exactly where he's coming from, because even me, sometimes when people talk to me, they know that I'm going to see through you. That's just what I was blessed with. I'm blessed with just that, and I can't help that. So a lot of times men will be so interested, and then they get intimidated because they thought I was a bobblehead. No, you don't get bobble or head out of here. You get bobble and maybe head when I feel like it. And that's when you're a special person. But other than that, no sir, no thank you. Never mind, never none. So you got to be a certain type of person. And then you listen to Kevin Samuels. Oh, this one thinks she all that. This one, okay, you think so? Tell your boys to stay off my channel. Tell your people to stop trying to hit on me when they see me in the streets. But then you got that special person that understand that this is my business. Because what you need to understand is the way I do commentary, I'm a content creator as well. And the way I do commentary, you could better believe this. I don't have to take this into no relationship. I cut it off. I know how to cut it off. I'll go toe to toe. Every word you say, I'll stop you at your tracks. Listen, if you told me something a year ago, please don't change it. Ask anybody about me. You tell me something 10 years ago, please don't come back and change it. The difference is, it's like a police officer. When they go to work, they're always on duty. They don't know how to turn that off. And that's where women will be separated. Men will get separated because they don't get it. But for me, I separated. Why? Because honestly, it's times I don't want to talk. I really do want to just listen. And I try not to incorporate me into the personal side of me unless you're looking for both of me.
Actually want those girls because of that, or they just think too deep about everything. That's what.
Yeah.
So the girl you're going on a date with, this gonna be the first date, or have y'all been on a date before?
This is the first date.
This is the first date. So you're preparing. So you want to find another girl just in case she decides she can't handle you.
Yeah, you gotta play the numbers game. Well, I'll be boo-boo the fool if I just went out with one girl.
Do you think women should date like this?
Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's do the Kendra cam.
What that is, I'm sorry.
That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Okay.
They're telling me that you're streaming. You say you're not streaming right now?
I'm not streaming nothing, Kendra. This is my first time ever being here.
Okay, all right. Okay, I gotta take. They're telling me you're streaming, but I'm gonna take your word.
I'm not streaming.
So D24, what's the age range you want to date?
Here's the moment of truth. Young girls, I apologize, but he might say one thing, but I guarantee you're going to be out of the running. If you're under 30, that might even be too young for him.
I'd say 18 to 35.
Well, you got to say 21 is the youngest you could be on my show and say.
Okay, I got you. 21 to 35.
21 to 35. All right, when was your last relationship?
The marriage, so 2023, June.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
What's today? Saturday. Thursday.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
So did you spend the whole day with her, or you just had sex with her?
The latter.
So, and if she's not the girl you're going on a date with tonight?
Nah, the girl I'm going on a date with tonight is the first day. I just met her.
So what's wrong with the girl you had sex with on Thanksgiving?
Nothing wrong with her. She just got to go through the vetting process. I mean, it's just the beginning. That was the first time.
You're the dating coach. So this is how you're telling men how to date.
Yeah, you got to play the numbers game. I would tell women the same thing.
I would just ask this: how are you ever gonna be focused, give a person enough time to see if they're worth your attention? Because I feel like with this type of dating, if you always feel like right now you have a date after the show, you haven't gone on this date yet, but you're already preparing yourself to meet somebody after her. So it's like, to me, it seems like you're gonna forever, if one girl does something that you don't like, you're just gonna move on to the next.
He's going to move on to the next, Kendra, and I appreciate you finally talking with some common sense and knowledge. And the question that you just asked, it does make a lot of sense. But the thing of it is, you're going to have to let a beast like that, let him roam the streets until he need to come home. And if you're one of the ladies that he's after, I'm telling you, if you want to tame that beast, don't ever give in. Watch how he keep running behind you. Don't give in. He's going to act like it. If you're the right woman and he's interested in you, I promise you, he's going to run behind you. That age, that 21-year-old age, I don't believe it. I don't believe it nowhere near, shape, or form. The only way I would believe that he would be dating anyone under the age of 24, really to me, anyone under the age of 30 is if you're trainable, for him to train you as to every aspect of him that he wants from you. That's the only way I could see it. He's way too mature, way too smart, way too methodical. He think things out and think it through. And he won't go to bed until he get an answer. He'll never be comfortable. If this young man date anyone within his age range, I don't see it working out unless she's a smart one and more mature.
And I think long-term relationships that I have talked to, they stick around and they go through shit together. It's not always sweet. All the people that you see married in long-term relationships is them sticking around when the going gets tough. And to me, it seems like for you, you're not trying to stick around with anything. Like,
yes,
you was with a girl on Thursday, you got a new date 2 days later, and now you're on the worldwide dating show looking for more women to put in queue. So I don't think if somebody wants something serious, you would be the guy to date, because you're already proven that you're going to keep it moving before you even meet her.
Mm-mm.
No, I disagree. I just got a different vetting process than most of the population.
Well, you're not, and that's fair, but you're not even giving a woman a week of your attention, right? You're not.
Because a real woman don't need a week. He's going to spot you when he first meets you and see you, Kendra. You're missing the point. This is not a typical 24-year-old. This is really a guy. See, the questions you should have been asking him, but I understand it's not your lane. You should have been asking him, first of all, who raised him. Ask him something about his life. Ask him things other than this. Get off the dating app. Get off the date. See, this is what he's saying, separation. You need to get off the dating app. Get off your dating app and get off his dating app. Get off his dating coaching. Get all that clear to sled. And what you need to be asking him is, question, who raised you? Ask him personal questions like that, and I promise you, you'll get to the bottom of who he is. It's not that he's not going to give. Either he's been scorned by someone, either he's seen this type of behavior, or he's outright tired of just playing with women, because he might have started at a young age with women. He might have ran all the way through the women, and he's seen it. Okay, next. Like my son said, 25 years old. I say, well, what's going on? Oh no, half of the women my age, they drunks. They go out in the streets and they act too wild and out of control, and he don't like that. My son is a pretty boy. You got to ask different questions.
Which is short in itself. But if you're not willing to give one woman a certain amount of time of your undivided attention, and you're just, I can see if you didn't like this person, and that's one thing, right? But to me, your pattern shows that as soon as a woman does something that you don't like, you're just going to move on to another one.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
If a woman wanted something, I think my observation, if a woman wants to date and just nothing serious, you're the guy for her. You know, date, have a good time. I think you're attractive.
He's not
but
that
if you
type
want
of...
something serious, you're not the guy.
No, I disagree. I
disagree too, girl. You just said this is not your field. Why are you even interpreting? Why are you inserting yourself here? That's not true. That's not how he... Listen to me talking for this young man. I'm trying to tell you that's not what he's looking for. He's not that type of person. When the right woman come along, he gonna bow down like a puppy. He's running through women because he see the only challenge he's getting is which one he gonna get to the bed first with. But that one woman that he sees some potential in, watch how he chase. He gonna act like he don't care. He gonna act this way. He gonna act that way. But you're gonna notice he gonna always call to see how you doing. He's gonna always check up on you. Kendra, please get off this lane.
And I can tell you why. So, one, so for me, this is how I move. I'll just tell you straight up. Women have to earn the right for me to even care about being, like, compassionate outside of normal human decency. So I'll treat anybody with respect, right?
Yeah.
But for you to get to a place to where you can do something to me that's actually messing up my life or my livelihood, and it's a riff or like a bump in the road, and then I'm like, okay, we're gonna work through this. That ain't coming in the first 2-3 months. The first 3 months, that's a probationary period, just like a job. I run my stuff just like I do with my job with recruiting and sales.
You got to understand, he's a Leo. He's a Leo. He's running towards the end of the year. He either the end of July or up to the end of August. So whichever part of it, the beginning of it is a Cancer. He's not showing me Cancer tendencies. Cancers are crybabies. They're whiners a lot of the time. They're emotionally unstable a lot of the times. But when you're talking about a Leo, you're talking about strength. You're talking about somebody that's strong. You're talking about someone that don't let you in. And when they do let you in, they honestly, it's hard to even let you out. But if you ain't the right person, they're going to boot your ass out even if they put you in. So that's why I can't even say he's a Scorpio, because Scorpios are hard to let go. They're really emotional, but they're more hard to let go, especially if they let you in. But he do remind me a lot of a Virgo. So he may be between a Virgo. He may be between a Leo and a Virgo. A Virgo is a very hard-working person as well. They critique a lot. That's what their downfall is, because they're always critiquing. He's a very methodical person, and I'm going to keep saying that he's a very methodical and creative person. They get bobbleheadish, don't get me wrong. They are up under a Capricorn and a Scorpio. Then there comes that Virgo and that Leo. You got to be the right one to catch him.
First 90 days, if there's any issues in that, you're gone. I only deal with girls. It got to be 100% cooperation from the jump. If it ain't that, then you gone.
Well, you date like you're the prize.
Everybody should date like they're the prize. Why should everybody listen to Kevin Samuels? You should date like you're the prize too. I mean, women out there, date like you're the prize. Men, date like you're the prize. You should be the prize, because if you wasn't the prize, then what's the purpose of being on the date?
That's like a abstract concept.
Right.
People can argue.
Because let me say this too. You also, okay, it's one thing if you're dating this way, but I don't know, you tell me if I'm wrong or not. Do you require these women to have sex with you during this non-committed relationship process?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. They wouldn't even be around for 90 days if they don't do it.
That's stupid.
It's not stupid. It's not stupid, but be the first one to be the first one that he's really interested in, that he know they're mentally compatible with him. They're physically compatible with him. They're verbally compatible with him. The compatibility is just there. Y'all kind of fit like a glove. I guarantee you, you run from having sex and sleeping with him and giving him what he wants, he will be back. But you have to be that type of fit for him. You can't be giving in to him. I don't care if you see him a year later, let him go. He'll be back.
It's really dumb. Any girl that does that with you is stupid. She's going to agree to have sex with you. So that means she's basically auditioning.
It don't work like that.
Dumb. I mean, it's dumb, because the whole point is this.
That's not, okay, she don't get it.
And men say it time and time again. Whenever a woman comes on my show, and here's the deal. I have conversations with husbands, and then I have conversations with men like you. There's no...
Let's talk about what you were about to say when the women come on your show. And then what I'm going to rebuttal and follow up and tell you is 99% of the women that come on your show is not compatible to him. So your conversation, Kendra G, is not going to relate to him. I'm telling you that. There's one that we just seen. I'm going to post her video if I haven't already posted it. The one that's the Virgo and came on the show drunk. That's more compatible. Trust me.
But what I've come to terms is husbands, they value their wives. They look at their wives as, and I'm thinking of like 5 different men who have been married. And of course, life ain't perfect, so they've gone through things. But they look at their wives as a piece of their life that if she left, they couldn't imagine, right? They're like, she fits a puzzle that no other woman can fit in their lives. Then there's men like you, who I think you aesthetically have the attractiveness. You tall, you have the height in your favor, who date as in, you got to be the woman to catch me. You gotta lock me down. You just said if the girl's not your girl and she's not having sex with you, why would a girl have sex with you if she's not your girl?
Well, why would a girl have sex when she's not the girl? So why would the girl have sex? I mean, she don't have the right to tell him no. Go and get your free date and then tell him no. So what do you mean? You're allowing him to give you a dumbass answer for a dumbass girl that don't know how to dumbass answer her dumbass self. I mean, come on, dumbass. At the end of the day, the ladies don't have to have sex with him. If that's all he's looking for and the woman spot that out, damn it, tell him no. They don't have to have sex with him. And if he force them, call the police. Popo. So you're on the wrong track. I'm getting drained with her.
That should be a requirement off the jump if she wants a relationship.
Well, one, I'll say this. They do it all the time. And then the second thing I'll say is that most of the dudes you probably thinking about is weak men. So I don't know no man.
Pause. These are very successful men that also, I'm happy you said that. They're actually very successful. A lot of them have a lot of money. And that's one of the reasons, hold on, pause. That's one of the reasons why they don't, because they have so much to lose. See, a lot of you guys don't got shit to lose. So that's why you be around here with so many different women.
Wait a minute. See, this is what I'm talking about. See how Kendra knows how to go in on men? A lot of them be around here with nothing to lose and this, that, and other. So you going to bring your trap-ass women on this show. I'm going to stop calling them Bone Queet because everybody call them Bone Queet. I'm going to call them Queek and them. You're going to bring all the Queek and thems on your show that don't have nothing to come to the table. That don't have a damn thing to lose but all their kids and their 13 baby daddies. They got their food stamps to lose. They got their AFDC checks to lose. And they got their Medicaid to lose. And you got the galls to say about somebody losing something. And most of the women that you bring on your show will put a real man in a position to lose everything. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why y'all can't get the right type of men, because you come with foolishness like this and you listen to dumbass stuff like this from Kendra. You're going to say about what a man be around here doing. This is why y'all lose everything. No, they lose everything because the women that you're bringing on the show, you want these men to accept any and everything from the women that you have on your show. And then I notice when the strong women come on your show, you really don't have nothing to say, just like you do strong men. Strong boy, this app isn't for you. Her app is made for weak women. Weak women that's basically looking for handouts. Weak women that want anything that they could take from you. I don't give a damn if it's a Burger King meal with an extra patty on the Whopper with no cheese. See, Kendra, I like you as a big sister, but see, I have to pat you on your head and tell you to sit down, dear. This is not your conversation yet again. I want you to stick with the Queeks and all of them. And I want you to talk to those particular men that don't mind Queek and them. See, it just happened to be this is not the one. And you got talking about all these reputable men and this, that, and other, and the men that you know, and they got money. Tell me why you don't have any of them on your show. Why are none of them on your live? Bring one of your good, reputable, strong black men that got money and you can prove it. Bring him on the show and let him see the women that's on your app. And you tell me who's the real loser here. Because in the way what you're trying to insinuate is this man is a loser because he got certain standards and morals and values. See, this is where I'm going to stop you with your goddamn blue HU jacket on. See, my jacket ain't blue, it is brown, and I got it from Rainbow. And I'm not mad. At the end of the day, because you know why I'm not mad? You might have your jacket. Oh, my jacket costs this much money and that much money. But see, your jacket didn't get you the type of men that run behind me. See, they run behind me because I'm authentic. They run behind me because I'm genuine. They run behind me because I said what I said. And if you want me, then you come to me. Yes, right. And guess what? In my head, too, you come to me if you want me. So what's wrong with him feeling like that? See, the problem with it is you're bringing the wrong women to the table. And because you got the wrong women to the table, when you got a good man sitting at the goddamn door trying to come in and sit to the table, then what you want to do is try to throw them back in the goddamn shed. But get your ass off this show right here. This is not where you're supposed to be at. Now, you make me think, are you chasing clout because you knew the type of women that was on this show? Or are you small enough to where you don't feel you can get the right reputable woman? So what you got to do is get one off this show so you can break her down. I don't want to look at you like that. Now the conversation going ishy-wishy with me. I didn't like what Kendra just said. But I do still like you because I like the fact that you are the type of man for a real woman. The type of women that I'm trying to show you women can be. You can get a good man. He don't have to be a millionaire, but you can tell he's headed there. That's what he wants. You want someone that you can build and have something with. See, Kendra trying to break him down in his own way because he got some dumbass standards and values. But if the right woman come along, I guarantee you, it's going to go out the window. It's going to still be there, but it's not going to be as strong and harsh as it's coming off right now.
You're not worried about losing your business or losing your reputation. These are men that have way more money than you. Not trying to be funny, but you call them weak. So let me just
So if they got way more money and they got businesses, why don't you have them on your app? Why don't you bring them on your live? Why don't you bring them and show them some of the women that you have on there? Because only about 2% of the women is worth a real man from that show. And I'm not saying that in the wrong way. I'm saying that to say you got some men that don't care about looks. They don't care about this. They don't care about that. And a lot of the women that you bring on your show don't care about their looks. They don't care about their weight. They don't care about things. All they care about is what they want. So I'm not understanding. So, and a lot of men with money, they run through women as well. A lot, and then you talking about a lot of men you know with money, and they're probably married. But how many mistresses do they have? See, Kendra, you're not keeping it real, and I'm not going to rebuttal this.
They have way too much to lose to be sleeping with different women every single night that can come back and...
But it ain't every single night. I mean, Thanksgiving was Thursday. We about 3-4 days later, girl. And you're telling me a lot of the men with money don't sleep with different women? So let's talk about Cam Newton. I mean, how much money do he have? And he not only sleep with multiple women, he got multiple women with all these damn babies. You want to X him off the list? Let's talk about Nick Cannon. He got plenty of money. And he sleep with plenty of women. And he got plenty of baby mamas. So we're talking about another one with money. I'm still not understanding where you're going at with this, Kendra. Should I keep going? You wanna kind of like downplay him because he's not as big as some are. But he's doing the same damn thing as others are. He's not even saying that he's not looking to date. Cam Newton outright told you he's not looking to date and he don't want to marry anybody. This young man saying, yes, I'm rolling through women because I haven't found the right one. And I hope you protecting yourself, Spikely Head. But I still get what you're saying. I'm going to get off this with Kendra because she's only going to prolong my video. And I told y'all this damn video was 1 hour and 1 minute long. I need her to wrap this up.
The whole entire shot. So, I mean, listen, if you're, the one thing that's in your favor is you're honest. So I respect that. Any woman that signs up with you.
He have more than one thing about him that's in his favor other than him being honest. He's also very arrogant. To an extent, a little bit chauvinistic. I love it. Continue to be you, boy. You're a grown boy. Don't put your guards down just yet until the right one come along. And I'm glad you said that you like queens. You keep your guards up and do what you do. At the end of the day, the right woman is going to understand you. I wish that you could meet the lady that's on here. Again, she's the one that was a Virgo. It might be the same woman you seen was just on there. The one that everybody thought was drunk. She's a smart girl, and she's a Virgo. I think you'll make a good mesh with her. There's another one that was on there. She's a plus size model. Her plus size may be a little bit too plus for you, but she's also a go-getter. I might have seen 1 or 2 more on there, but I think you're going to be searching in other ways, in other places.
What she's getting into, but these are not weak men. They're actually very strong, successful men that have a lot of money in the bank.
Well, I don't, and Kendra, I say this respectfully. I enjoy this dialogue, by the way. So same respect you giving me, I'm giving it to you. I don't care how much money they make.
Right.
So money don't make a man, you know, strong or weak. So it's more about the mindset.
God damn it, y'all didn't hear him, did y'all? It's not about the money. He's a mental guy. I love this boy. Hey, grown boy, where you at? I need you to come to me. I need to talk to you. I want to understand. I really want to understand where you at. I already know where you at. But I want to figure out what got you here. I want to figure out who raised you. Because I got a feeling it wasn't all men that raised him. I got to see all men raised me. I got a feeling he was raised by all women. It's something about him that I like. Again, he reminds me of Xavier TV. Very mature. I don't know if he got the love of the Lord in him, but find you someone and he gonna send you just who you need in your heart.
I'm saying the fact that you saying that the way that they would talk about their women is they can't live without them, like it's some sort of Michael Bolton tune or something that they living out every day. That's not what a man would do. See,
you don't have to be obsessed. See, she's not saying obsessed, but I had a friend that just told me, oh yeah, me and him, we really care about each other. We're obsessed with each other. So I looked at her, are you sure you're obsessed with him? Because I can't see he that obsessed like that. When you get down the road of obsession, Google the word obsessed. So why would you want to be obsessed in a relationship? Why would you want to be obsessed with the woman or obsessed with the man? That's not the prominent word that you want to use in such a category. I'm not going to use the word to say I'm obsessed with someone. That means I can't damn sleep. I can't eat. I mean, so what happens when he go to the bathroom and he not around me? What happened when he have to go out of town? Because I promote a man to go out of town, honey, make that money. And when I get ready to fly there to meet you, I'm going to fly there to meet you. And when you get ready to come back home, you're going to be so glad to get with me. And I'm going to be glad to see you too. That's the different type of, oh, I want this person. But why would you label it as obsessed? That's a little bit too much. I get what she's saying, but she going a little too far because this is not her lane.
I could live without any woman. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem for me, just hearing that.
And you can live without any woman until that right woman come and get your ass. Believe me.
Money they make. To me, that little rhetoric of like, you make a certain amount of money. Like, I'm a six-figure earner. I've been making six figures since I was 21. That doesn't validate me or make me feel any better. That's just what I make. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, at the end of the day, I respect your viewpoint, and like I stand by what I said earlier. Husbands, that's how they talk. Men like you, who don't, you was once married. I don't know what happened in your marriage. But we could go further. You said your piece.
Well, I think that shows that I'm willing to marry. You know what I'm saying? So I
think the biggest thing that you expect a woman to have sex with you, knowing that you're dating other women, and knowing that she's not your girlfriend. To me, that's where it'd be different if you're like, I'll date a woman who's like, I'm not gonna have sex with you if you're sleeping with other women, but you're like, you won't even date that woman.
Well, women only do that when they don't like you. So like you saying all of this, but in the real life world, like when you go out with a girl, women will ditch everything that they think as soon as they meet guys that they actually like, okay? And all the women in the chat, they know it's true. They go out with guys, and they'll lose all the rhetoric that they watch, because when they meet a guy that they actually like, not only do they do it because they don't want him to leave, but they themselves want to do it, you know? So the one thing that I always tell guys is how much women enjoy doing the dudes just like men. So women do this all the time. It don't matter what you're saying. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like, they doing it. So
I would definitely like to come back to this video. Not sure how I'm gonna do it, because he even just said some things that some points that I would even like to hit on. I mean, as far as women dropping their guards anytime a man come along, DM down good, whisper something good in their ear, they'll turn on their damn children. And they come with all these morals and standards before they get a man in their life. I've had a couple of friends like that. Oh, I wouldn't dare let this man do that to me. I wouldn't dare. And then you look around, you peep around the corner, and there they go peeping around to see where you at, because what they doing, them bow down. And then they find that they bow down to the wrong man. Then they come, they go, coming back trying to explain to you what happened and why they did it, looking like Celie and Harpo. He said some very good points there. But it's other things that he said where I would like to challenge him in that particular conversation. I would like to challenge him in those conversations, challenge him in some of his statements, and then challenge Kendra as well with some of the things that she did and said. because Kendra need to grow up a little bit herself. But I understand, and then in the same breath, stay small and young, girl. The reason why I'm telling you to be like that, because you're on the verge of building your app and your live off of silliness and simpleness. At the end of the day, if y'all know who this young man is, I would like to speak with him. This your girl Queen Dee Dee with Dee Dee Said It. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll let y'all watch the rest of this, but it's really uninteresting for me at this point.
Got to worry about no girl not doing.
Let me see if we're still echoing. Okay. We have an echo, so I'll continue with you. Yes, I don't know what's happened. You said you're not recording? Why do we have an echo? Hello?
I don't know why it's doing it. I'm not recording nothing. I don't even stream. I don't stream. Okay. So, yeah.
All right. We have so many paid questions. I will say this. I will give you that. You're absolutely right. And women got it, just like I was telling, like, women need to stop doing that. Stop throwing out your standards for the guy that got a big penis or a lot of money, because what happens is men are not going to take you serious when you come with your standards for them, because there is truth to that part. I will definitely give you that. All right, we got a lot of paid questions. I want to continue with you, but do you want the paid questions for you?
Absolutely. And I just want to say one thing on what you just said real quick. Can you hear me clearly? I totally disagree with the part that women should not do that. I think women should do that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. And I actually think...
You think a woman should agree to have sex with a man knowing that he's having sex with other women?
Yeah, because they having sex with other guys.
So a woman should agree to potentially get an STD or get pregnant by a man who's not her man, even though he's having sex with other women. You think
Kendra, what did you just say? I said I wasn't going to interrupt.
Should agree to that.
So... No, but let me add this in there real quick. Sex does not automatically, and I was just having this conversation today, sex does not automatically equate to a pregnancy, to an STI. It's not that difficult to get somebody tested. It's not that.
You wear condoms every time you have sex.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the
most men like that are going to be protected. Why? Because they already didn't find a woman that they like. So they don't even want to be brown here bothered with kids like that. Not all men that sleep with multiple women are not protecting themselves. Most men like that are very methodical. He only doing it because women allow him to do it. A woman that he really like, and she put her foot down, she'll trap him. He's only getting, first of all, he's 24 years old. He's on the right track, but he's not ready yet. But he's on the right track. He's on the right track to finding the right woman. Right now, he's sowing his damn oats because he's a young boy. So you're asking questions that you should be talking to women about. Don't sleep with the men. Women don't have to sleep with them. But you got women out there that sleep with multiple men. Why? Because they want to. And believe it or not, a lot of the women that sleep with multiple men, they're not even using protection. They don't even ask the man, do they have protection? It just happened to be the man lay down with them with their own protection. It most of the time don't even be a conversation. I mean, come on, Kendra. You just had a girl on your show with herpes. She claims she got herpes from kissing. Girl, sit your little herpes kissing ass down, because it wasn't true. But at the end of the day, that was her truth, and I'm saying it whatever. I don't know what to say about this woman right here.
My program. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, got to.
Well, I will say this. There's something called oxytocin, and when a lot of times, like you said earlier, this is why women have to be more careful on who they give their vagina to, because you said earlier you have crazy girls. And I'm assuming I don't know, you tell me if I'm wrong. Are these women you once had sex with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we all done. So let's take some of our curry and let's drip that over in the bowl. This looks delicious. Look at that. We got our potatoes. We have our carrots. This is going to be delicious. That's what I'm talking about. See that nice thick gravy? next to Queen Ken. What's this?